Panhandle or no panhandle? That is what we're here to discuss in today's GTA 6 video. So yeah, we're still talking about GTA 6's map. I guess this is map week while we are still waiting for trailer 3. But as you can see, there was a little update. This is version 9.5 of the latest community made map for GTA 6. And it took away the panhandle. And like, just first thoughts, I don't like it. It looks kind of bad. But the thing is though, we never really even officially knew if there was going to be a panhandle in the first place. This panhandle portion of the map here was added a couple of months ago when some people were diving deeper into the 2022 leaks. Apparently, because I can't show this, but apparently there was a sign like in the distance and it was kind of blurry, but there was a sign that had a similar shape to these IRL signs that you would find in Florida, these road signs. And obviously you can see in these IRL pictures, there's the panhandle. So having someone go through those 2022 leaks and seeing a similar sign to this, although again, it was a bit blurry, that is why they added the panhandle. At least to my knowledge, that was one of the big reasons why they added it. But again, it was a very tiny thing, very small thing. It was blurry, wasn't really definitive, but we all just sort of went with it. And honestly, I think looking at this picture here of this older version of the community map, it looks like a pretty awesome map. It looks unique. It looks different. It looks good in my opinion. But then we go to the new version that just removed it and it looks, it actually sort of looks like GTA 5's map a bit. I mean, you have the lake in the middle of the landmass in sort of the exact same location. You have the giant, well, we'll see how big they are, but you have the mountains up at the north left-hand side of the map. That's almost the exact same you had in GTA 5. Of course, the city is a bit different. It's over here on the right versus like down here, you know, on the very bottom. But it is a very similar map when you do take out that panhandle to GTA 5, which I've already seen people complain about that. I mean, I guess it sort of makes sense. GTA 5, like obviously that game worked, so why change something up completely? I mean, at least in this one, it looks like, you know, obviously we're gonna have the big main city down here, but then you also have a couple of other bigger city parts, like you have Port Gellhorn, which should be relatively big. You know, you have Ambrosia here in the middle. You of course have the islands down here. So there's maybe some more variety compared to GTA 5's map, but I guess it kind of makes sense. Like don't fix what's not broken sort of with the GTA 5 structure of the map. But I definitely can understand why people are a little bit disappointed, because it's like maybe you did want something completely different from GTA 5's map. If we just put up the little comparison, like you can see it's kind of similar, right? It's kind of similar. Compare that to something like you know, GTA San Andreas's map, or GTA 4's map. If we zoom in here, like they were kind of unique, kind of different, obviously different times and all that. But even if you wanted to compare it to RDR2's map, like we did the other day, RDR2 has a very unique looking map. So I can understand how some people are a little upset that this map is sort of looking very similar to GTA 5's map. But that is ultimately the question that I wanted to just have a little, you know, talk about. Panhandle or no panhandle? I will say, just going back and forth here, the panhandle adds a giant area of the map, like land mass wise. Now, we don't know if there is a panhandle, like if there would be much to do up here. You could end up falling into the same thing that GTA 5's map had, where the north of the map, there's just not a lot to do, so you would really never go up there. But that's just obviously speculation. Taking the panhandle out, it makes the map feel a lot smaller, but it's still, like I've mentioned multiple times, this is still going to be 2-ish times the size of GTA 5's map, which you can see right there. Actually, here was a picture that I think someone in the mapping Discord posted. The landmass total from GTA 5 to what we sort of know with GTA 6. Obviously, it might change a little bit here and there, but from what we know, it's about 2.4 times larger than GTA 5. So you are going to be getting a bigger map, a quite bigger map, I would say, compared to GTA 5. Also, this guy on the GTA forums brought this point up, which I thought was actually something many people aren't thinking about. But The green, of course, is the landmass, and then the blue is the underwater. He says if Rockstar models about 1,000 meters of seabed in all directions, then the underwater terrain will be almost as large as the entire landmass, because the landmass is 109 kilometers squared, where this water area is 95 kilometers squared. So you are going to be getting quite a lot underwater. And of course, we've already seen from at least one picture, one of the screenshots they've released, there actually might be quite a lot to do underwater in this game. So even though the map, the landmass, is only 2.4 times the size, you're still going to be getting an additional, giant area of underwater stuff as well. Now, I did want to show this version of the new map here. All of the red, as we've talked about, that's what is speculation. So all of these red roads, that's what speculation, because of course we just haven't seen that in either any of the trailers or the screenshots or even the leaks. And I guess even, some parts of the airport down here are a little bit of speculation as well. One thing I do wonder, and I don't know if this is something that the mapping people have already figured out, but the width here of the island, like there's a lot of these red roads here that go through, which again indicates speculation. So I wonder if maybe they'll be longer. Like maybe the map is wider than what we're speculating here. Maybe there's a lot more to do, because it does sort of feel, if I just go back to the actual normal map, it does sort of feel like everything's close, even though it's 2.4 times bigger than GTA 5's map. Just looking at it, it feels small and it feels close, because like you're in Vice City and then you go like, a little bit of the ways and you're already in Ambrosia, and then you're basically almost right next to Port Gellhorn. And if you're in like a very, very quick car, or if you're in a plane or helicopter, it doesn't feel like you'll be driving or flying too long. But I don't know. I will say that's just hard to judge, because you almost have to play the game. You have to play on the map to really know the distances and the lengths and all that, and how far and fast it'll take you to get places. But I do wonder if that's something we're missing, just because we do have some red lines here on all these roads that cut across. Like maybe it's a little bit bigger than what we're seeing here. But that's not the question. The question, of course, Panhandle or no Panhandle, man. I will say one of the leakers that I believe got Jason and Lucia's names right a couple of months before like we officially knew, he did say that there's going to be no Panhandle, and I honestly think we're not getting a Panhandle. I feel like Rockstar would have mentioned that somewhere or teased it somewhere. So what you're looking at here is more than likely gonna be the map. I guess the only thing maybe is that it's not an island. Maybe they have land mass up here that is just inaccessible. I don't know how they would pull that off in a GTA game. Like it works in RDR2 because you can't fly. There's no cars, there's no helicopters and planes. But in GTA, obviously you have all that stuff. So how are they gonna have some sort of land mass here if they were to do that? Because it's not even like you could have mountains, right? We're in Florida. There's not really giant mountains. And that wouldn't even work anyway, because of course you have planes. But maybe they still change up the island and have some sort of landmass here that just goes up that's inaccessible. And maybe that's where they can add more cities and stuff in the future. I mean, one thing I'm sure they will eventually add in the future, I don't think it'll be at launch, because again, we haven't seen anything, they haven't teased it, are like some islands, maybe down here somewhere, or maybe even in the Gulf over here. That's just similar to a Cayo Perico or Guarma from RDR2. I mean, it would seem like that would be the next logical step. They've done it twice in 2 games, so surely there's going to be a third version, some sort of tropical island somewhere. But yeah, looking at this new version of the map without the Panhandle, I don't know, it just looks a little sad. Maybe we'll get used to it. I'm sure we will. But while we are waiting for trailer 3, that is the debates we can have. Panhandle or no Panhandle? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy, subscribe for more GTA 6 content, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.